Hey everyone, Trin here, and I'm just here to share my process and thoughts with you. And if you find it helpful, awesome. Um, and I'm just in the learning process for this too, so don't take anything to heart. I am no expert in this, but yeah, it's fun. So why not? So I think as I shared with my 2024 video that um my the main factor that contributed to my growth last year was due to me really ramping it up on attending different events throughout the community. So going from four, I think it was a four or six, and then last year I think I did 23 events. So in gross, I made about 30K. So keep in mind that's a lot. But at the same time, I that's not net. So I didn't deduct any of like my product cost, the event cost, my time. Honestly, I usually don't even include that because if I were to ever include like the amount of time I actually spend to do my art and all this planning, I'm not sure it would not be worth it. I don't think. I don't know. But at the end of the day, is a still something I enjoy doing, so it's worth it for now. Right? So I'm not putting a lot of pressure on myself to like, I don't know, I'm not making a living out of it. I'm not relying on this one single income as a living because I do have a full-time job and which I'm grateful for and I enjoy. So yeah, y'all, that's my experience. So okay, this year I'm thinking, oh man, last year going to all those events really drained me out, especially a lot of them were one day events. So this year I'm hoping to maybe, I don't know, cut down the number of events by half, but go to larger events. I mean, if I and I'm accepted. All right, so here's my board or goal, whatever I have so far. So the goal, right, is to double the amount that I made last year. So ideally 60K would be really nice. That's in gross, not net. So my two primary buckets is how do I achieve that? So drive more sales online last year. Pachoo, my online sales were horrendous, y'all. Horrendous. And actually, we're in like mid January. I haven't made a single sale online. So there's that. And then attend larger events. So how do I drive more online sales? I'm thinking the first thing I need to do is enhance my online presence, have more of an outreach, build up that community, and be on like different platforms, right? So I have an existing Pinterest, but I'm not really focusing on that right now because I'm finding that it's very messy right now with AI. I mean, granted, I still use it, but art wise, okay, honestly, you guys, sometimes AI art, I can't tell if it's AI art or real art, but nonetheless, I do enjoy some of it. But that's the hurdle too, right? Because I'm an artist myself, so the concern is, are people now going to find my art or are they going to find all this AI art? So I don't really want to compete with that, and I'm not 100% sure if my primary audience even use, Pinterest. I'm finding that for me, even though I want to transition to more online sales, what has been working for me is that people buy from me in person. So I'm like, why change that up, Why change what's already working? It's not broken. It's making me money. So I'm still going to focus on that, right? So enhance my online presence. I'm gonna do that quarterly website update. So last year, towards the end of the year, towards like November, December, I tried to do a monthly web update. That was not realistic because I did not realize how much effort went into doing that process, y'all. So it takes time, right, to create the new art, but then you have to take pictures for it to post on your inventory, and you have to set up your SEO for it and yeah, I'm already struggling just making art, like drawing the actual artwork. So all this side stuff, that was a struggle. So I'm thinking I'm only gonna make four updates, quarterly updates. And I think that's manageable because in between all the online updates, I have to get ready for events as well. And then post weekly on YouTube. So far, right? It's been going. It's been good. Posting weekly on YouTube. excuse me. So I'm doing less of the more edited version. I'm just more so talking to the camera. So that's less editing, post editing for me. So far so good. But also at the same time, this is my third week trying to do this. And I'm finding that it's fun because I'm always thinking, what do I want to post on YouTube this week? What's going to be the content? Part of me is like, let me just do these talking points. But part of me is like, let me go out and be more creative. So that's been really fun because this last week I went out to a coffee shop with my friend and we spent like a few hours just drawing and writing down our 2025 goals, and that was a blast. So I think there are ups and downs to this process of posting weekly on YouTube. Yeah, just I don't know, man. I just gotta be more creative, and it's a learning curve, all right. Okay, and then post two on Instagram about art community. That's per week. I'm trying to go per week, but at the same time, I don't want to be spamming people with like, hey, I don't know, just to post because I don't have actual content to share, you know? Um, so I don't know if that's realistic. Maybe I'll drop it down to one. Also because I'm a slow drawer. Yeah. Uh, I'm still trying to develop my art style, so I'm always tweaking up my artwork. So that's why I spend a lot of time on it. So realistically, I think maybe one post. I mean, if I really push for it, I could do daily, right? But at the same time, I don't want to be doing all that post editing with Instagram. I think my thing this year, I really want to concentrate on exploring more of my community and how I can just spend more time outdoors outside of my house so I don't get that winter blue, winter depression, because usually during the winter, that is when I hibernate, you guys, because one, it's cold and I'm lazy. But this year, I'm trying to explore more of the community, going out, doing fun activities, and then it's a win-win because I get to vlog about it too. Um, so there's that. And then give business cards at events. So yes, one thing I did find interesting is that so I have business cards that I would make from home because they're of a certain like they're like a ticket. I don't have it one on me right now. It's a ticket shape. People really enjoy that. But at the same time, I have a QR code, but people I noticed do prefer the business card. So I'm like, all right, why not? If people want it, then you should offer it because at the end of the day, it has your contact information on it. So I'm hoping people would then use the business cards to go onto my website and purchase. Um, it doesn't hurt, but it does take time to make. I'm still debating if I want to make them myself or actually have it be made at a printer. So I've used Vista Print before for business cards. They're very affordable, but the business cards that I currently have has a specific shape to it. So I use my silhouette to cut that shape out. So it's definitely going to be pricier if I want to design it that way. So I'm still hesitating about that. And then let's see, send e-newsletter 4 times a year. So pretty much I'm thinking for each quarterly launch for update to my website, I'm gonna send out an e-newsletter. And I'm thinking for the newsletter, if it's going to be something that I collect information with. I find that a lot of e-newsletter they offer, they provide information, but I don't want to be spamming people with newsletter. Like I myself, I get a lot of spam email already, so I don't want to, I don't want to do that to anyone else. So as part of that, I'm going to provide information about new products, but I'm also going to start give people the options, provide me feedback. Maybe have a survey in there, and yeah, just collect information. So, how can I offer more value to my audience based on my content or whatever it is they're looking for? And then bundle deals on products. So, bundle deals. So, this last year, I started making the mystery bags kind of like ish a bundle, selling my stickers in a bundle. And I think it's just the mystery bags always work well because people are into, the gotchas. So for the bundle deals, I'm thinking because I draw a lot of art or capybaras, and I have different product types for it. So I have my tote bag, I have my reusable sticker book, and then I have the did I say stickers already, y'all? Yeah, stickers and artwork. So, selling all that in a bundle is just enticing people to, save money. Yeah. So why not? And hopefully increase the buy number. Okay, ads on Etsy. Oh, Etsy. Etsy. I'm gonna try ads on Etsy this year. I don't know if it's going to be worth it or not. Etsy. I still don't 100% understand Etsy. I feel like Etsy, personally, I go onto Etsy because I'm looking for a gift. That usually, I'm not usually buying anything for myself on Etsy. If I'm buying something for myself, I go onto Amazon. Etsy, I'm looking for like unique items that are gifts. So I'm still trying to figure out that audience segment. So there's that. And then I'll run ads just to test it out. It doesn't hurt. And then let's see, more better product images. So I think that applies to my current Etsy shop and my online shop. Just being able to provide people that are potential customers with better images of my products, because currently I only have maybe one or two image, some even just one on Etsy. So for Etsy, I want a picture of the product and perhaps a mock-up of the product and the actual environment. So for like a print, maybe put it in a template of a mock-up of a frame in someone's living room, something like that. And of course, Etsy shares that having videos would help boost the sales. And then I think one thing is to have a crap load of products on your page that helps bump up your listing on their search page. Yeah, so that's what I have right now for drive more online sales. But again, so initially, right, when I wrote this, I was thinking that it would make sense. Be- but at the same time, I don't know if what are the factors that contribute to me not making as many online sales, right? Because I'm selling the same product and they're essentially the same price except for shipping. I actually lose more money selling online at this point in time. So if I have an audience already that's willing to buy from me in person, so why not continue to focus and expand on that? So the second part of making that 60K for this year is to attend larger events. So last year I attended a lot of community event. So you can see here, these are my list of events that I'm thinking about. So the green, so cosplay, snowfest, Toricon, and clothesline. The green indicates I've already been accepted to those events. The purple indicates, oh, there is no purple. I don't know why I said purple. So the blue are events that I would like to apply to and will apply to. And then the pink down here, pinkish red, maroon, I don't know. Anyways, the Dragon Con right here, I was rejected from. So, yes. So there's that, and I'm constantly looking for a new event. So most of these events are 2-day plus 2 day at least plus events. Cosplay Snowfest is a 1 day event, but I really like that event. It's my people's. So I enjoy that. And it's local, so and very affordable. And so I'm gonna attend those events. I'm probably gonna apply for more events down the line. I might go to a couple 1 day event if it's like something local. And then of course, products over here. I am not sure yet. So during my first year, 2023, I was hustling to draw. I think I created at least one 5x7 art piece of artwork per week, and then 1 to 2 piece of large, like 11x17 or 13x19 per month, 1 or 2 of those. So this year, I'm gonna maybe try half 50% of that. So still 1 to 2 large piece of artwork per month, and then maybe 2 5x7 piece of artwork. Um, I do want to focus more on the 5x7 because I'm finding that people tend to buy the smaller piece. One, it's affordable, and the other is people don't have a lot of space. It's just gives them more of an opportunity to play around with the artwork on their walls at home. Especially with my demographic, usually it's like college student, right? So they're going off to college, they have a small dorm or something, or it's already an established family where they already have art up onto the wall and they want to buy another piece just to enhance it. It's not usually someone that's starting from scratch that buys my artwork. It's at least that's what I've observed from the past 2 years for my particular art. So yeah, those are my goals so far, you guys. What else? What else is there to consider? Oh well, I think I'm gonna make a new category because ultimately, right? Why am I doing this business? One is to travel more. So I think that ties in with trying to attend the larger convention. So you see, did I mean to do that? So on here, I have KawaiiCon, which I'm still waiting on. It's very interesting because they shared on their Instagram that the enrollment acceptance is being rolled out, but it's been like a week already. So I haven't heard anything back yet. So KawaiiCon's in Hawaii, Boston, of course. Anime Boston is in Boston. DragonCon, I think that was in Atlanta. So I'm trying to hit up all the conventions in locations that I want to visit or enjoy. So I think the next thing I want to look at is somewhere an event in Philly. So, trying to double dip, get that deductions in. So definitely travel more. Travel. Let's see. Let's go with blue. Philly. I would really love to go to Japan again. Fiesta Art Festival. I think it's called the Fiesta Art Festival or something like that. I saw like a YouTube video because last summer we went to Japan and I did not know about this festival. I would have loved to attend. So I think it's during the summer or the winter. I would not go back to Japan again during the summertime. I only went for Fuji and boy, you guys, humid, mega humid. But I'm planning to go to Thailand this year during the summer. So yeah, I heard it's even hotter than Japan. So I'm like, wish me luck, y'all. Wish me luck. Um, so there's that. So let me change this title to why. Because this is not my main income, I'm always thinking, how can I make money? But also at the same time, right? How do I enjoy my life more with this business? So definitely the traveling is part of it. And I mean, I also like to just draw. It's a bit of a de-stressor for me, but sometimes, sometimes it's it's the stress itself because I feel like I have to perform and just crank out the new artwork. But this year, I'm gonna mellow out. Even though I have the goal of 60K, I'm gonna try my best to achieve that. But at the same time, because again, not my primary moneymaker, I'm better at accepting that this year. So it's okay if I don't meet the goal. But gosh darn, I'm gonna try my hardest. I think that's one of the things with side hustles, right? Or just a hustle. Even though I want to have fun with it, it kind of consumes my life because when I'm out and about, I'm always like, oh man, I could have vlogged that. That would have been a cool snippet to add. It's constantly in the back of my mind, this content creation thing. Part of it's like, it's fun and at the same time, annoying because I'm like, I'm stuck in this mentality. I don't know. I have mixed feelings about it personally for me. Um, oh, but also another thing this year I'm gonna try to do is just maybe schedule monthly therapy sessions where I go and talk to a therapist, a stranger, and just what a, and just complain. I don't maybe well not complain, but share my negative thoughts. Because you don't always want to do it with your friends or your loved one. It's gonna be fatigue and giving that negative energy to a partner is I don't know. It's not kind because I am totally in the mindset that if you're around negative energy for too long, it will definitely affect you, down the line. So I think having a safe um outlet for that negative energy and without being feeling you're being judged is really important. So that's one of the mental health thing that I'm going to work on this year, just so that if I ever get overwhelmed or feel overwhelmed with this side hustle, I think it's good to just talk it out. And it's like, can I complain on here? Sure, I can, but is that offering any value? I don't, I don't think so. Because as a viewer, I don't want to watch that. So I'm like, why would I make that content, right? Okie dokie. So there's that. But that's different, right? Complaining is different than sharing if you're having like a breakdown or something. I think there's the differentiation between that. So yeah, that's one of my goals, y'all. And then of course, just small daily habits. Let's see. So this year, all right. Okay. So I think we're at a good stopping point for my business goals. I probably, yes, I should write like SMART goals for this, be more detailed, but at the same time, I don't really want to because I like to change it up and I'm always trying to learn new things through podcasts and stuff. So my whole strategy might change, but I think this is a good, more high level outline of currently what I need to start with considering, and then I'll do a more deep dive research into each one of these columns, and then maybe I'll do a part two of this. All right, you guys. Hope that was interesting, right? From the perspective of kind of a newbie-ish high level outline. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, let's transition now into personal goal. Oh, well, I kind of started that already. Let's see. Wait up. Let me grab this for you guys. I just dropped it. All right, peeps. Dun 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 dun. Yeah. So this weekend I went out. Well, last weekend because I'm recording on a Monday right now. I went out to a coffee shop with my friend and we worked on developing our 2025 goals, very, again, high level. So, one of the things for my daily goals I wrote down is read 30 minutes. Um, a day. Oh man. Originally, I was like, okay, let me write down, read 12 books. But let's be. And my friend was like, Trin, let's be realistic with this. And I'm like, you is right. You is right. I mean, I can definitely do it, but do I have time? Well, am I prioritizing for that? No, no, I am not. Last year, last year maybe I read like one book. I don't know. Okay, my thing is though, okay, I don't include manga and all that comics because if I did, I would have read like 100 plus. So, I'm talking about like actual novel and perfectly fine if you read manga because I love reading manga or webtoons. So I made it easier for myself. I just said at least read 30 minutes a day, which yesterday I actually did because I wrote down this goal. I actually sat down and I read a flow as book uh, yesterday, and it was really nice, but also at the same time, let me grab the book. I have it actually right here. At the same time, because I read this whole book, I lost time on drawing. I lost time on drawing because my goal is to finish my 20 New Year. It's a fairly short book, you guys. It's just about different types of plants and their meaning. Victorian. Yeah, cool book. Um, yeah, I think it's just at this point prioritizing what I want to do. So, okay, there's that. Drink at least 64 ounce of water. So I was talking to my dietitian, and that's the recommended daily consumption amount. So I'm gonna try my hardest to do that. I do need to buy a new water bottle because I did have a 64-ounce water bottle that I bring to work, but I haven't been drinking much because I do not have that. And you know, when you're at work, sometimes you just don't want to get up and just refilling your cup of water. So there's that. Sketch and doodle. Um, sketch and doodle. I think I'm just gonna kind of roll in my art creation as part of that because originally I was thinking sketch and doodling would be just more practice, right? Versus that. Or should I just sketch for like 5 minutes, right? I don't know yet. But the thing is, I need to grab a notebook. Um, and for me to really have it be right in front of me so it's easily accessible so that I would doodle. And then, of course, eat more vegetables just for health benefits, right? And at least 3,000 steps. And I think that's barely a minimum because I think the recommended is 10,000 steps per day. So if I can just make that 3K, that's pretty much me walking my dog around the neighborhood. The main the main struggle for that with me is finding the time uh before it gets dark. So I really have to wake up early to accomplish that because by the time I get home from work, it's it's nighttime. At least for during the winter, by 5 o'clock or something, it's freaking dark, right? All right, and then start a vegetable garden. Yes. So I'm thinking this year we, me and my fiance, start a vegetable garden and just beefing up our garden with more flowers to make it pretty. Because eventually, I'm thinking in 2026, have a small wedding ceremony with close friends and family in our backyard. I don't know in my mind right now that would save money, but I don't know if it actually would because we would be hosting. There would be more prep work on our end. So, boop, boop, boop. I'm still researching that, but I still want a pretty garden. Yeah. Oh, the main thing, I wouldn't say the main thing, but I'm really looking forward to growing some mulberries. Oh, yes. Mulberries or persimmons. And have you guys seen a pawpaw tree? It's like a mix between a mango and a banana. Yeah. So that would be interesting. Yeah. And it would be really cool to see some hummingbirds because hummingbirds are freaking cool. And then strength training 2 times weekly. So I think as part of my strength training, I started rock climbing with my fiance and bouldering. Bouldering. I am only currently right now. I can do like a V0, V1, maybe pushing it a V2. Rock climbing. The first time I went, I could not finish the tree. the training onboarding route. My second time I did, I can't remember. It was a 5. I think it was oh man, was it a 5-6? I don't remember, you guys. But anyways, maybe it was. And then yesterday we went and I was able to do a course higher. So that's my goal. Usually when I go rock climbing, I want to complete at least one route. Uh, yeah, so there's that. Yeah, so those are my 2025 goals, and we'll see how I do. I'm trying to build up habit, but at the same time, I think it takes at least 3 months or so to build a habit. So I think my priority is definitely drink more of that water just to be healthier. And then the eating more vegetables and strength training, I think that goes all along with the health because um, I think maybe at the end of this year or next year, I'm hoping to start a family, so having kids. So I want to be in better physical condition for that. So those would be my priorities. Yeah. Oh, I also want to share this beautiful book that I got this weekend. Let's see. It is a pop-up book. Oh, okay, I just had to pick a book with the biggest one. But yeah, isn't that awesome? I'll just open a few pages. And then, woo, it opens up and there's like text too. Woo, look at that, you guys. Yeah. I still haven't read it yet, so I'll probably read that today as part of my 30 minutes. It's probably not going to take 30 minutes, but this is such a beautiful piece of artwork. I think part of my goal too is learn how to make some of this pop-up. Maybe something more on the simpler side, like that one right there. Yeah. So it's really cool. Oh yeah, you guys. Thanks for listening in on your Tuesday. So hopefully I'll be back next week and we'll see what I'm gonna talk about. All right. Have a great week. Bye.